Hello everyone. Today I will be recapping a movie called See You on Venus. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. The movie starts with a handsome young man named Kyle running. After arriving home, Kyle jumps into the pool but recalls bad memories and starts screaming in shock. At the same time, a beautiful girl named Mia takes medicine and then tries to wake up the rest of the children living in an orphanage. The director of the orphanage, who raised Mia, tells her that she is thinking of planning her birthday party before traveling to study at university. Mia thanks her and asks for $20 to buy a book from the library. However, Mia lies when she tells the director of the orphanage that she would like to go to the library because she is obviously walking in the park and taking pictures with a camera. Meanwhile, we return to Kyle, who sits in the middle of his drawings that indicate how depressed he feels. He receives a voicemail from his friend Josh, who asks him why he hasn't visited him. Kyle's friend says he needs to see Kyle, who always avoids visiting him in the hospital because Kyle had a traffic accident with his friends and blames himself for causing the accident. Josh is unable to move because of it, and Kyle's life almost came to a halt 3 months ago. He locks himself up most of the day and doesn't want to use his car anymore due to painful memories. Kyle arrives at his friend Josh's house, who isn't moving due to the accident they had. Josh appears to be asking Kyle about their friend Noah, who died in the same traffic accident. However, Kyle says he doesn't remember anything. Josh's mom talks to Kyle and says she has lost hope of seeing her son walk again. She still doesn't believe Kyle was in the same car with him because Kyle is physically healthy and has no injuries, while Josh may still be unable to move due to the accident. Feeling remorseful, Kyle goes up high to jump off the top and get rid of the memories etched in his mind. Mia, who happens to be in the same place, sees Kyle through the camera. At first, she thinks he is standing normally, but eventually realizes that he is trying to jump to end his life. She pretends to fall from above and tells Kyle that she will jump after him if he doesn't back down on his decision. Mia's plan works, and she is able to save Kyle from dying. She takes his phone number and identifies him. After he leaves, Mia finds out that Kyle was in the car that killed her best friend Noah. She then calls her sister, who also lives in the orphanage, and asks her to play the role of her mother as she always did. Kyle wakes up from sleep and is surprised to find Mia at his parents' house. Mia pretends to be his girlfriend while her sister talks to Kyle's mom and pretends to be Mia's mom. Mia's sister tells Kyle's mom that Kyle has agreed with Mia to travel to Spain together. It's clear that Mia's plan all along is to convince Kyle's mother to allow her son to travel to Spain with her, because the mother is only convinced to talk to the mother. Mia tells Kyle that she came to take him with her to Spain for 10 days, but Kyle rejects the idea. Mia gives Kyle 2 days to think about traveling with her, or she will tell her parents that he was trying to end his life. Kyle's father seems to support the idea because traveling can change his son's bad mood after the accident he had with his friends. At the orphanage, nobody knows that Mia has decided to travel to Spain to look for her real mother, and the little girl is the only one who knows why Mia is traveling. Kyle sends his passport to Mia and tells her that he is okay to travel with her. On the plane, Mia is happy to travel with Kyle, who puts on headphones to avoid hearing her annoying voice. After arriving in Spain, Mia finds a car waiting for her, which she will use to get around for 10 days. It seems that Kyle has to drive the car because Mia can't drive. Mia notices that Kyle drives the car very slowly and mocks him, saying that 10 days may end on the way, but Kyle keeps quiet and doesn't answer him. Mia is hungry and asks Kyle to stop at a nearby restaurant, but Kyle doesn't answer her. Mia tries to provoke Kyle, who gets mad at her, then stops by the restaurant after apologizing to him. After entering the restaurant, Kyle notices that Mia is crying because she is celebrating her birthday alone. This moment becomes a turning point in their relationship. The two end the trip, and Kyle asks Mia why she went to Spain. Mia replies, saying that she is trying to find her mother who abandoned her and threw her in the orphanage. She wishes to find her, and also mentions that she came with 10 women living in different places in Spain, and her mother may be one of those women. The two decide to camp in one of the places, and after Mia falls asleep, Kyle opens her diary and finds a lot of letters that Mia sent to her mother. She already wishes to go to her mother's house. The next day, Mia wakes up from sleep and takes medicine. but she's scared because she can't find Kyle at the camp. She thinks he's gone and left her alone, but relaxes when she finds him. She then hugs him and thanks him for not abandoning her. The two complete the route, but Mia's clothes get dirty, and Kyle is forced to buy her new clothes so she can meet her mother. Mia meets the first 5 women but cannot find her mother among them, which frustrates her. The silver lining is that Kyle falls in love with her but claims he was filming an important location in Spain, and Mia appeared in the picture by chance. Kyle questions Mia about the nature of the medications she takes, but Mia lies to him, saying that she takes vitamins. Mia's diary falls on the ground, and Kyle discovers that Mia was Noah's friend who died in the car accident that Kyle had with his friends. Mia tells him that she didn't know Noah was his friend. She also reveals that Noah was the one who planned to travel with her to look for her mother, and he would have been in Kyle's place if not for his death in the traffic accident. The two continue the trip, but the police ask Kyle to pull over and warn him to slow down on the road as he is obstructing traffic. Mia laughs at Kyle because it's the first time she sees the police stop a person for walking slowly. After reaching the sea, Mia and Kyle try to get closer, and the atmosphere between them becomes romantic. At night, they enjoy the atmosphere of the sea and the blue sky. They talk about the car accident, and Kyle shares that he lost his friend Noah, and his other friend Josh is unable to move because of him. Mia realizes that Kyle is very upset and sympathizes with him. She hugs him, but suddenly Mia loses consciousness. Kyle rushes Mia to the hospital immediately, and the doctor tells him that what happened with Mia is normal due to her unstable condition. Kyle doesn't understand what the doctor means and asks Mia what is happening to her. Mia reveals that she has a weak heart, and the medications she was taking were not vitamins. She also tells him that she won't put too much pressure on him, and he can stop continuing the journey in search of her mother. Kyle refuses to give up on Mia because he is afraid for her life. The next day, they continue the search for Mia's mother, and it seems they have reached the last woman on the list of 10 women who could potentially be her mother. However, Mia is very upset because she hasn't found her mother and asks Kyle to leave for a while because she wants to be alone. Kyle tries to call Mia, but she doesn't answer, and he doesn't know how to look for her because he doesn't speak Spanish. However, he eventually finds her sitting alone and takes her back to the hotel. In the evening, they have dinner together, and Kyle asks Mia to accompany him to a nice place before returning to America. Mia responds by saying that she won't return to America until she finds her mother. Kyle becomes very angry with Mia and questions why she insists on looking for a woman who abandoned her instead of cherishing the people who love her. Mia opens Kyle's sketchbook and discovers that he managed to overcome her psychological breakdown and painted a picture of her. Mia apologizes to Kyle and asks him for 3 more days to search for her mother. The next day, Kyle tells Mia that he has thought a lot about finding her mother and believes that the letter in her mother's signature is O, not A. Mia had been searching for the wrong name. It appears that Kyle has found the correct home address of the intended woman. They set off to complete the search for Mia's mother, but on the way, Mia loses consciousness for the 2nd time due to heart fatigue. At the hospital, the doctor informs Kyle that Mia's heart is too weak and advises him to convince her to have surgery, even though she is afraid of it. Kyle agrees to accompany Mia back to America for the surgery, but the doctor explains that Mia can't travel by plane at the moment and needs immediate surgery. Kyle enters Mia's room and tells her that her heart's condition is deteriorating. Mia is reluctant to have surgery before meeting her real mother, fearing she might die without seeing her. Upset, Kyle questions the importance of their relationship, leaves the room in anger but stays nearby. He overhears the sound of an ambulance, triggering his memories of the traffic accident. Kyle recalls watching videos on his friend's phone and losing control of the car, causing the accident. He calls his friend Josh and reveals that he remembers everything that happened that night. Josh admits his responsibility, but Kyle assures him that everything will be fine. Kyle returns to Mia's room and expresses his desire to stay by her side, not only concerned about her health but also wanting to be with her. He promises to take her to meet her mother. Mia agrees to fulfill her condition, and the two confess their love for each other. The woman Kyle has found is indeed Mia's real mother, confirming it through a chain that Mia wears around her neck. Kyle takes Mia to a place she loves, plays her favorite song, and asks her to dance with him in a romantic atmosphere. Suddenly, Mia loses consciousness for the third time. Mia is immediately taken to the hospital for the operation, and the sound of the heart rate monitor strikes fear in Kyle's heart. Eventually, Mia recovers and returns to her normal state, finding peace and comfort with Kyle after their long search trip. The movie concludes with Kyle buying the unique car they traveled into Spain, signifying a new beginning for Mia and her newfound peace and happiness with Kyle after their journey ends with the discovery of her real mother's identity. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I always love hearing from my viewers, so feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the video or any suggestions for future content. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.